Got a few more YB coming now. Ni belum makan. Betul tak? I introduce you guys to some of the new YB. You get used to some of the new YB. Oh. That's why people like me don't want to talk anymore. Just tengok saja. Good enough. And you guys don't have the YB number, handphone number, you better get it now. Yeah, because we got so many new ones.
We ask from you lah.
Ayah, jangan.
Tanya saja.
Jangan tengok saja.
Billy, come Billy.
Tanya saja.
I need to speak English. And then Wilfred not here yet.
Wilfred having lunch.
No.
No, he's here already.
I think in toilet, is it?
He said he haven't having lunch like just now.
No, yeah. We all come out together.
When did that with the Violet?
And who else?
Wilfred. And who? Billy, eh?
Billy is here.
Waiting for Wilfred.
Oh, where's Francis?
Francis?
Oh, just here.
Wilfred is here.
Okay, I mean, a very good afternoon. Today is a very historical, and you can see that we don't often have a constitutional amendments, and this constitutional amendment is in relation to part of MA63. And just now, I mean, YB Joseph has said, 名不正则言不顺. And then if you, those of you who doesn't understand Chinese, if you listen to what he said, right? I mean, he may ask you to repeat. This federal constitution, this Sarawak constitutional amendment is a consequential as a result of the federal constitution amendment under MA63 in December, and then come to force in February, a few days ago. It shows GPS, government, and SCPP in really keeping up with what is our slogan first, that we have not forgot MA63. And I think the DAP is very worried. You know why? Because I mean, in Sarawak, our Chief Minister changed the title to become Premier, right? They worry about DAP Penang cannot change the title to Premier. So they are second class already, you know, and that's why they oppose it so hard and using all sorts of excuses. But I mean, the key is that GPS government and SUPP, how GPS government, we follow things through very quickly as we can. And then having the right name, right, it's not just a status only. It's the beginning of the subsequent assertions. Subsequent assertions of our Sarawak's right, Sarawak's privilege, and our autonomy. Yeah, I mean, this is beginning. And just now you have heard quite a number of the YB. Adun has been talking about Sarawak Parliament. Yeah, I mean, all these are coming. It's our rights, our privilege, our autonomy. And so once you got the right names, right, at least our Chief Minister of Sarawak, who is going to be the Premier of Sarawak, has a different status. It's a different status so that he can go and demand for all these changes. Yeah, and this is not just a mere status. I want to say that, I mean, all this process, right, since 2016, Adenan has set us very clearly priority that jaga Sarawak by look after Sarawak. Just look after Sarawak. So these constitutional amendments and all those things is part of looking after Sarawak that we all have followed very clearly. In 2018, it shows that these constitutional amendments also a reflection of Sarawak political independence. Right? I mean, 2018, we are not part of national coalition. In part of national coalition, we have to check with West Malaysia first. That's why maybe we ask DAP Sarawak, maybe the DAP Malaysia said you we don't agree. You know, it's like, can you imagine president of DAP Sarawak? Is it just a chairman or cawangan DAP Sarawak? You know, maybe they don't agree. I do not know. You guys have to ask. You know, that's why they objected something so strongly to Sarawak having the assertion that these are part of political independence. For GPS or SCPP, we always said that we will support a federal government which is stable, and whoever support Sarawak's right. You know, these are only two conditions. Because we are politically independent now, we will support federal government, whoever can form a stable government, whoever can support SCP, Sarawak's right. And this is a very clear direction. Yeah, Adenan said jaga Sarawak baik-baik, and then how we are moving forwards with the federal government. And to a certain degree, I think we are lucky that PH and DAP government come to a premature end in the federal government. Otherwise, right, I don't think we will be able to still probably in court on our SSD. You know, they took us to court. And how much does it cost Sarawak and people of Sarawak SSD on petroleum? It's 3 billion a year. It's 3 billion a year. Right? And now that's why CN has announced how much money Sarawak government has got already. You know, and if no change of government, DAP Sarawak, including Barrobian, at that point of time, they don't need to say anything when Dr. Mahathir took us to court. I am not a party in the MA63 committee, but I heard from members of MA63 committee chaired by Dr. Mahathir, DAP Sarawak members, at that point in time, PKR Sarawak members don't even dare to open their mouth, don't even dare to say anything when Dr. Mahathir chaired it. So this is all important. It shows that today the amendment is a beginning of our subsequent assertions of our rights, privileges, autonomy, and so on. DAP has been saying that Sarawak government did not talk so much on COVID-19 people's issue. What is the first view today? The first view today is what? Supplementary bills, extra money. Extra money for what? For COVID-19. So I had to ask whether those YB are doing, he's mentioning about that, deserve to be in this doing or not. Isn't it the Sarawak government asking for extra money for COVID-19 and so on? So that a big KSS is going on. He said Sarawak government doesn't care. The first bill. If we don't care, why do we put in the first bill? Why the supplementary bill not until tomorrow? Yeah? So that's why I urge some of our DAP people tries to wake up. No more to keep on misleading and to paint. Yeah, misleading and to paint, continue to tipu people of Sarawak. People of Sarawak already tell them clearly that they don't want to support them. So if they still don't wake up, in very soon, there will be no more DAP Sarawak. You know? So I mean, I urge today is I want all Sarawakians to feel very proud that this is a proud day for Sarawak. It's a beginning of our not only a status, but beginning of subsequent assertion of our rights, autonomy, privilege, and all these things to come. And like some of the YB have rightfully debated, maybe it's time for us to consider Parliament Sarawak. Yeah? And so it's a beginning. We cannot do everything at one go. And now with the federal government amended by the GPS law minister, in which included in that MA63 and IGC, Intergovernmental Committee report. That's why I outline some of these things. That's why it allowed Sarawak to have changed the style of the naming of the government. Right? In which Penang, DAP Penang government cannot change from the Chief Minister of Penang. Right? And then this morning you guys have heard one of the YB said, oh, change your name, no difference. If no difference, why don't we call it President of DAP Sarawak? Why don't we call President of DAP Sarawak? Takut. So with that, I mean, it's a very historical, very important milestone for this bill, and I want every Sarawakian to be proud of it. Let's together continue our journey on MA63. And this journey has started a while ago, but you can see that what is coming, more and more is coming. Okay?